exactly when you want to do it.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Just the timing.
All right, hello everyone. I'm here with Matt Gammie, one of the other guys here in Queensland, where I'm going to do a battle report today. I'm just doing this so you can see my face and see his face, and then you'll probably just see his for the rest of the video. All right, so let's get into your army, shall we? So run us through your list.
All right, let's do it. So first up, we have the Wurgog Prophet at the front there, the dancing man himself. He is my general. He's got glowing tattoos as his artifact, so it gives him a 4-up after save instead of a 6. He is rocking Brutal Beast Spirit, so +1 to hit as his spell. Then we got the Savage Big Boss. He's got the artifact of Burning Tattoos because I'm running Drakfoot Warclan.
That's
so
this guy?
Ignoring, that's the dude there.
Yeah, cool.
So this Warclan ignores after saves. I get to cast Fireball, and also I can dispel with a unit if I'm wholly within 12 of a Wardock or a Prophet, which is a bit of fun with a CP. Then I have their Wardock friends on either side. So this clown here rocking the skull, he is my Breath of Gorkamorka, so he basically old handed Gork spell, double move and fly, wholly within 24, it's a great time. Then we have the other Wardock, so he's rocking Cunning Beast Spirit, so +1 to save for wholly within 24. So that's my little leadership group. Then next up we've got, for Battle Line, we have 20 stickers, so the Savage Orcs, the stickers themselves with spears. Then we've got 2 units of 20 Araboys. And these guys are all in the Cunning Ruck detachment, so that allows me to move and or shoot in the hero phase if I'm wholly within 12 of the big boss.
What about these?
Then we've got the big dogs themselves, 6 big stabbers rolling in deep, so they are easily the best unit in the game, by far. Then, last up, we've got the big dog himself, so we have the Rogue Idol, Roche himself.
Rouge.
Yeah, so he's getting all the Bonesplitterz keyword, he's getting
very
everything,
pretty.
so he's a great time.
And this isn't Git, so you can actually take him in this list.
Exactly. So.
Oh, poor Gloomspite.
So that's the army, nice and compact.
That's the entire thing.
Having a great time.
All right, come back and we'll have a look at mine. We'll come to my list now. So we'll start with characters. So we've got Anointed on foot. So the city is Tempesci for this one because that's what was voted for on Twitter from 10% engagement rate. So that's
pretty good.
I'm an influencer.
Pretty good. Yeah.
So Tempesci, the Anointed, he's got Hawkeye and he's got some sort of artifact. Oh, he's got the Seer Stone. So on a 4-up, every turn he gets an extra command point. Pretty sure that's right.
Juicy.
Yeah, because these guys don't need to be immune to battle shock.
Yeah.
So yep, we have a Celestial Banner Mage on Hurricanum. We have the Lord Ordinator just hanging out back there. Then for Battle Line, we have 30 Phoenix Guard, which are great. There's not much more to say about them. Behind them are 10 Handgunners with full command. The Handgunners are the retinue. And then we've got 20 Arcanauts there, who are my 3rd battle line, but they don't really need support. And then my other stuff, 3 Hellstorm rocket batteries, 2 Grundstock gun haulers with cannons, and then finally 10 Shadow Warriors. And my list comes to 1980. How many points is yours?
1990.
Yes, triumph for the cities. All right, we'll be back with deployment. So we're coming back with what's going on. So we've done the table. The table kind of looks like this. I'll go through what we're using on it later. Essentially, we've gone Starstrike, the Realm of Hish. So Starstrike is the one where you get, wrong way. One drops like in the center line, and then at the start of the second battle round, and then start of the third, you got one that drops there and one that drops there. So we're fighting in the Realm of Hish, which I think is, Hish is not the greatest one. But all the terrain features are mystical in addition to all others. And they've got basically their magic is like a second mystic shield, so nobody really gives a shit. And the command ability means that when you, like if I had Iron Drakes, for example, there'd be no cover bonus against shooting, which is pretty actually decent. Table-wise, we've got 9 pieces of terrain. This one is mystical, this one's deadly, this one's inspiring, this one's damned, deadly again, that one's arcane, that one's what that one again? Sinister.
Sinister, yeah.
Sinister, and deadly. So there's a lot of deadly and a lot of sinister. Obviously this side of the table is going to be the strongest one because it's got, well, the mystical doesn't matter anymore, but it's got damned, which is good for both of us, and it's got arcane, which is also good for both of us. So when we roll off, we will see who chooses that side of the table, because that's probably how it's going to go.
Pretty much.
All right,
yeah.
We'll be back. Alright, so we're back at the end of deployment. So everything's down. Gammie's made his scout moves. Turns out he's playing Drakfoot, which is bad for Phoenix Guard.
So juicy.
So juicy. Alright, so we'll go from here. So I've got 2 gun haulers sitting in terrain, sitting in cover. I've got 20 Arcanauts here also sitting in cover. We've got the Blob, so 30 very expensive Phoenix Guard, 10 handgunners, the Anointed, the Lord Ordinator, the Hurricanum, and 3 rockets, and then that's it from my side. And then after the pre-game move for Bonesplitterz Allegiance, we have 6 Big Stabbers, 20 stickers, Mr. Rogue Idol, 1, 2, 3 characters up the back, and then the Cunning Ruck, which is the 2 Shooty Boys. And then, where is he?
Public enemy number 1.
Yeah, so he's going to cop a few rockets to his face if he's not careful. So, Gammie, who's going first?
I am.
Thought you might be.
Shock horror.
Alright, so we'll come back at the end of Gammie's... Let's go hero movement phase.
Yeah,
alright?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Alright, so the end of Gammie's turn 1 hero and movement phase. What happened? You can see that the Rogue Idol has a few little thingies on him. Ding. Gammie, tell us what those are.
Alright, so I have danced with one of the War Dogs to give them +1 to save. I've also cast Cunning Beast Spirits onto him for another +1 to save. And then he's got a Mystic Shield, so he's now 2 up, re-rolling 1. So I think it saves.
Bad for me.
He is feeling good right now, feeling alive.
Yeah. And these guys double moved?
They did, so they moved in the Scout move, then they got the Cunning Ruck move, and then their normal move as well, so they are footing it up the board.
And there's this guy hiding back here like the
so
coward that he is.
Living the dream.
And then these guys didn't move.
They didn't move, they all stayed there.
Waiting for the objective to drop.
The objective, that's right. And then the Big Stabbers roll a juicy 2 for their run.
Yeah.
The most important aspect of my hero phase is that I got 3 CP, so 1 for the turn, 1 for Cunning Ruck, and then he danced his little guts out for 1.
Yep.
And then he did not get Breath of Gorka Morka for the double move and fly spell.
So he just walked forward.
Just walked forward, hoped for the best.
How far away is he now, Gammie? Let's
He is currently...
I presume he's going to try and charge.
Oh, he's definitely going to go for a charge. He's currently
Going for a
10
10.
inches. So,
Alright, you want to do it on camera?
Well, I've got shooting to go first. So, yeah, we'll do that and then we'll come back and we'll roll up the charge because I love
We'll come back.
drama. Love a bit of drama.
Alright, sounds good. So after the shooting phase, these guys went pew 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 pew, and with 3 volleys killed 3 Arcanauts. And then that's basically it. So we're going to go to the big charge now. These guys aren't in range. This guy needs a 10.
He needs a 10.
And is he within reroll?
He's got no reroll.
No reroll.
He's just going
needs
right
a hard
here on
10.
the dice. Here we go.
Do it right there.
Right there. Here we go. It's a 10. Oh, it was so
7.
7
That's
is not a 10.
shame.
Not a 10. So that's
He
all
sits
right.
there with his dick flailing in the wind.
Yeah, having a great time. Just feeling good.
Alright, so it's going to be 10 beside turn 1. Actually, you know what? How do you feel about that turn?
Look, I've got lots of tactics around this idea of just throw the Rogue Idol up and hope for the best. With the spell of Breath Gorka Morka, getting +1 to cast, you're feeling good. Doesn't get it, that's alright. I feel okay. Positioning-wise, the army is great for positioning. It's just survival-wise, it doesn't really have much. I'm hoping that the Rogue just tanks everything.
How many wounds has he got?
He has 16.
16, yeah.
So he's feeling pretty good right now. But
these guys have 40 wounds here.
Yep, so 40 wounds there, 40 there, 40 there, and
6 by 4, 24.
Yeah.
So you've engaged me with basically half of your army here
Yep.
to push up. And let's find out how they go in my next turn. We'll be back. Alright, so end of my movement and hero movement phase.
Yep.
He dropped a rock on the Rogue Idol's head.
The Rogue.
Dropped a comet.
Yep.
Rolled a double 6 for the movement, so rolled over his movement, did D6 wounds, did 3 wounds, which is not bad. And then that was it for his roll in the turn. The Anointed rolled 1 for Adjutant and 1 for the Seer Stone and got 1 extra command point, so I'm currently sitting on 2 command points, and Gammie has 3. Movement phase, so the Arcanauts moved up. Oh, they lost another 2 to Battle Shock last turn, because, yeah, it is what it is. They moved up to shoot those guys. The Phoenix Guard have moved up to engage the Rogue Idol, because I figure that with plinking damage, I should hopefully be able to remove him, and then I've got dominance essentially in the center of the table is my thought. Handgun has moved up as well. The rockets moved up. They've all got range to the guy that's got the double move spell over there in case I need to take him out. And then the 2 gun haulers were over here. Now they're here, wholly within 9 inches of the Lord Ordinator, so they're hitting on 2s. The rockets have all moved up, and they're within 10 of the Hurricanum and within 9 of the Ordinator, so they're on 2s to hit as well. And then over here, you can't see them because they're so stealthy, but there are Shadow Warriors in the terrain.
And they're so inspired. So inspired.
It's pretty inspiring, those trees. They're very beautiful.
I mean, look, it's so inspiring.
Exactly. All right, so we'll come back at the end of my shooting phase because it's a pretty important phase for this list, and then we'll come back at the end of my, and then we'll come back after that. All right, so we're back.
We are.
All right, so
there's a big old hole in the middle.
There's
of
a
the board.
very, very big hole where that guy used to be. So my shooting, basically what happened was, the Arcanauts came down and shot some guys. No, they didn't. They killed like one guy.
They killed one guy.
With all their pistols. Pew, 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 pew.
Yep.
One guy died.
Yep.
So they're a bit useless this turn. The Hurricanum, Stormer Shemteched the Rogue Idol and he got 4 wounds.
4 wounds through and all
3.
of them went through.
No,
Yeah.
one of them saved.
Oh, I passed one. Oh, that's
Mango
good.
dice
Yeah,
roll
I feel like I
6s.
didn't really roll many passes on that guy. But
Handgun is shot. 4 of them went into the Rogue Idol and I actually got a wound through. And then the other guys shot the big stabbers there. These 2 guys both shot into the big stabbers and did some work. And then the Shadow Warriors also killed, I think they did 5 wounds. So they did quite well. These guys rolled 2 shots and 3 shots, so not as good. If I'd rolled like 5 or 6, those guys would have been dead. But it's fine. The first rocket shot into the Rogue Idol.
It did.
Scored 3 hits, 3 wounds. Gammie saved all 3 of his armor saves. I rolled 8 wounds, and then he saved 2 of them. No, 1 of them.
One.
And so 7 wounds.
Completely removed him.
7 wounds went through.
When he's on a 2+ save,
how do you feel about
5 up after save, he just really didn't want to be here today.
No.
It's okay.
And then
he's in the box.
The second rocket shot at the hero there.
In here.
And rolled 2 misses, and then 1 failed to wound. So he did nothing on 2s and 2s. And then the other one shot here, and I think killed a dude, didn't he?
Killed a guy,
Yeah. So Gammie's got a battle shock here. So on a 3+, someone runs.
That's the one.
Nope, they're fine.
So
but it's not demons, so no guys come back.
No.
Which
if
is
there
good.
was, 3 just came back.
3 big stabbers. That'd be pretty good. And these guys made the charge.
They did. Yeah.
I just got my 2 sky pikes in to that guy, and they did 2 wounds.
They killed a guy. They did.
Yeah, they're a bit used. They're literally just out of 10 inches of the Hurricanum, so they were only on 4s to hit anyway. And that's it. They killed the guy. So they've taken 2 wounds. They don't need a battle shock.
They do not.
I haven't taken any. I'm just stringing out to be a jerk, so it's fine, and to lock those guys down basically. Because we're both just literally going to shoot into each other here.
Just have a great time.
Yep. All right. Shall we do the priority roll?
Let's do the priority roll.
On screen.
All right. Right here.
Bam. What did I roll?
2 and a 3. I am going to take it.
All right. So we'll come back at the end of Gammie's turn 2 hero and movement phases. Yep. So this is the current state of play at the end of Gammie's turn 1 hero phase, turn 2 hero phase and movement phase. Talk to us.
All right. So spells-wise, dance-wise, it was all happening. So we're up to 4 CP because I burnt 1 before, so it was 5 CP. Burnt 1 to run these guys up here.
Yep.
Spell wise, so I've got +1 to save on the Arrow Boys and +1 to save on the Sticker Boys as well. So that's from Cunning Beast Spirits, that's from the Dance, from the Warlock.
Yep.
These guys also got Breath of Gorkamorka, so double move and fly, that's why they're this far up.
All the way up, yep.
They also got +1 to hit from Brutal Beast Spirits as well. These lads here also got a Mystic Shield. Over here in the hero phase, they shot 5 of the Arcanauts off in the shooting, or in the hero phase shooting.
Cunning Ruck.
Yep.
Yep.
And basically movement phase, we ran with these guys 11. These guys here ran, they're going to hope to get a charge because big stabbers have run and charge for some insane reason.
Yep, sounds good.
And yeah, we move these guys up within 10.
And these guys are going to pew, 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 pew,
do some
pew.
shoestrings.
Yep. All right, sounds good. We'll come back at the end of the shooting phase.
We'll see how we go.
All right, so end of the shooting phase.
Yeah.
You'll notice 10 of them are missing. Pew, 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 pew.
Pretty
Pew, pew,
juicy.
pew. You'll notice that another 5 of them are missing. Pew, 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 pew. Poor Arcanauts, they're not having a great game, but that's all right. That was it basically. So 10 of them dead. I removed off this side so that the stabbers need to charge further. How far do the stabbers need to charge, Gammie?
That's a very good question.
Let's have a measure.
Find out. Let's find out. It's going to be a 9.
9. What about
Yeah.
to the handgunners?
Handgunners probably about the same, I reckon.
Same?
Yeah, it's
About a 9.
9.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we need 9.
Let's do it.
No one else is charging.
Let's do it on camera. Let's see.
Let's go right.
That's a bloody
That's a
10.
10.
That's a bloody
These
10.
guys are into whoever they want to get into.
We'll see where we go.
So we'll come back at the end of the combat phase.
Yeah.
Oh look, where did the Arcanauts go?
Yeah. Pretty juicy turn. Pretty juicy turn.
And where did the big stabber go?
Yeah.
Yeah, so end of the turn, the Arcanauts were at dice +4. There were 5 of them left, so if I rolled a 1, they all ran away anyway. Oh yeah, we didn't even factor that in.
Yeah,
There was no way they were passing.
Horrible, yeah.
Yeah, they died pretty bad. They got shot twice by big shooty boys, so that's not really that big a surprise. Over here, I've lost a grand total of, how many start? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 17. So 13 Phoenix Guard have died this turn. They're immune to battle shock because of the Anointed, so they're just going to hang out where they are. The big stabber did get in. He killed...
He killed
3. He killed the other 3.
Yeah.
So he killed the other 3 and then tried to throw a spear, but he
Failed miserably.
his
Didn't roll
foot,
the 4
his
up,
foot
so-
caught,
Yeah.
and so it went off in a different direction.
Yeah.
And you've got how many guys in range of the...
Very good question. So I have 1, 2, 3.
3 guys in range
Yeah.
of the train. So Gammie goes to 2 at the end of turn 2.
Yep.
How do you think your turn went?
Feeling good about that turn. So clearing some Phoenix Guard off is important. Trying to rack out your numbers. That's kind of my key. I am on 3 CP, not 4, because I spent 1 to
Yep.
do the reroll ones to hit.
Yep, seems good.
So that gives me some freedom with battle shock as well, because my bravery is pretty atrocious in this army. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. The rocket batteries are still a threat, but yeah, can they clear 90, 100 and something wounds?
They can try. They
can try.
They can do 9.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm feeling good about that turn, so
Yep.
we'll just see where the drops are for the other 2 comments, and yeah, be interesting.
I'll take my turn 2 first,
Yeah,
if that's
we'll
all right.
see. Yeah, I don't know.
It's
Might
looking
let
bad.
you just go straight to turn 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what
All right,
happens.
we'll come back.
Cool.
All right, so my hero phase. What happened?
Chain lightning.
Bit of chain lightning. Zapped a couple of... One dude there. Put a couple of wounds on that guy, but then didn't hit any of the other characters, which makes me sad. And I got 2 command points, so I'm currently sitting on 3. Oh, sorry, you're on how many victory points? 2.
Oh, sorry, 2 victory points.
2, because it's the end of turn 2. Cool, like that. So we're both sitting on 3 command points as well. So, what I did this turn, the Phoenix Guard moved up. They're 6 inches. The Hurricane moved across. Ordinator ran. Anointed ran. These guys moved up to just get within 10 of the Hurricanum and wholly within 9 of the Ordinator. These guys used all ahead full, so they're available to charge if I want them to, because they're now wholly within 9 of the Ordinator, and they're also wholly within, or just within 10 of the Hurricanum, so they're basically 1s to hit, so hopefully if I do some character sniping, they'll stay on their 2s to hit. And then the handgunners moved up, so I've got 4 of them on the objective, which is more than Gammie's 3.
Yep.
And then there's only a few of them that are within 10 inches, but that's fine. They're there to claim the objective, and that's it. All right, going to do some shooting. How do you feel about how it went before we go into the shooting phase?
Yeah, not too bad. It's a very interesting game, isn't it? Very interesting. We'll see where it goes.
I'm kind of shifting this way to take
Yeah.
out this unit, which
Yeah.
hopefully means that I'll be then able to swing into
Swing
those
around,
ones
yeah.
later.
Interesting.
Ideally, the 2 objectives will drop there. That'd be great, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. It's all dice rolls.
All right, we'll come back at the end of the shooting phase. Turn 2. Turn 2, Gammie, how'd the game... oh, you're not Gammie. Oh, shit, he's over there. Oh, no.
What's happening? Oh, no, Queensland takeover.
Welcome back, Gabe.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
All right, so we didn't do... Well, I say we didn't do a whole lot. Actually, I feel like that's actually 3 characters dead as a big turn.
Yeah,
So
it's a big turn, yeah.
the dude that was hiding basically back there,
Yep.
the Hurricane could see him through a hole in the wall, which I learned from Pat Carter. So thanks, Pat.
Thanks, Pat, for doing that. It's fine. It's all good.
So mortal wounded him off. The 2 gun haulers are hitting on 2s against characters with +2 to hit, so they're 3s base, they go to 1s, and then look at Sarah's -1. So you'll notice that there were 2 guys here. They're both dead,
Yep.
but I just killed them. It took both of the gun haulers and all of the rockets
Yep.
to kill 2 5-wound characters, which is a bit shit. And I really needed to kill that guy because he's within 12 of them, and the Phoenix Guard are about to charge them and see what they can do. But it's not to be. Also, the Shadow Warriors shot and killed 3 of these guys, which is pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it's great.
And the the handgunners basically moved, so there's 4 of them on the objective.
Yep. And they shot these guys and took one more out.
Took one guy off. The real trick is going to be killing enough of these guys to bring them under. They're at 16 at the moment, so I need to bring them under 15. And then 1 or 2 of these gunboats is probably going to go into these guys just to tie them up, essentially make sure they don't shoot my Phoenix Guard again. Because I really don't like when people shoot my Phoenix Guard. Gabe, I really fucking hate it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I don't have after saves.
I can understand that.
So they're very, very expensive chaff during this game.
Very expensive 4-up save.
Very expensive 4-up save.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll come back after the combat phase. I think I'll just roll my charges on camera.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we'll go to the Phoenix Guard here. They get a 9, so they'll be in. I'm not going to reroll that. We'll go the gun hauler here.
Yep.
He needs probably something high. 5 is probably enough to get him here. Look at that. And then the other gun hauler does a 5. He probably won't be in. But I really need one of them to be in. So I'm going to spend a command point to reroll that.
Okay.
Do you want to just measure that for me? See how far one of them has to be in.
So
Needs an 8.
Yep.
All right. It's definitely not an 8.
Nope.
All right. Fuck, do I reroll for that one? How far would it be for him to
that
get
was
in?
5 for him, so
Yeah.
he rolls.
So if I
he needs
reroll
an 8
this,
as well. So yeah, 8 to get me.
let's just fucking do it. Why not? Try to get the other gun hauler in.
Nice.
That's an
nice.
11. So the second gun hauler will be in. Okay, so we'll come back at the end of the combat phase. All right, so the end of my turn 2 combat phase, I've spent all of my command points. Seems bad to get 1 gun hauler there. Basically, it's just to stop him from shooting my Phoenix Guard more with all of those extra shot guys. He killed 1 guy in combat, and that was it. His bomb did nothing and then took 2 wounds back. These guys here killed 11 shooty boys.
Yeah, 11 in combat.
Yep, and didn't take any back. So, and they're still engaging them, which is also what I want to do. And essentially that's it. So at the end of this turn I get that objective, so I will go up to 2 victory points. 1, 2. So we're tied at 2 apiece.
Yep.
You are definitely winning on the command point count. Those boys are over there. Those guys did have to take battle shock on a, what was it, a 5-up someone would have run?
5-up
You rolled a
someone,
1,
yeah.
so it doesn't matter. These guys got command pointed to stay
Yep.
where they are from the general, because I
Yep.
wasn't able to kill him last turn. And that's it.
Yep.
So we'll come back once the objectives have fallen, and then we'll roll off for turn. All right, so mine has dropped here with my dudes, and Gammie's has dropped over there where he doesn't have dudes.
Correct.
So, how do you feel about that drop?
Yeah, it would have been nice if mine was down here, but to be fair though, you did kind of put your eggs in the basket to go this way, so the Shadow Warriors are a bit of a pain, but they
Yeah.
are only 10 models.
So they're actually pretty clutch now, because Gammie has to make the choice basically whether these guys go and sit on that objective, because there's literally nothing else that can sit on that objective, or he has to bring them into the fight, which, you know, neither choice is good at this point, but he will cut the mill if he brings them in. The problem is if he abandons that, these guys are just going to bolt over that way and get that objective. And one of the secondaries is... which one is it? Oh yes, this one. Territorial. So you complete this objective if you control 1 objective on the battle. Oh, okay, so we need to do that now, basically. If you control it for 2 consecutive battle rounds. So it's an easy choice pretty much for me. But for you, it's like, do you choose that one or do you choose that one?
Yeah.
And I mean, this is probably the easiest one, because you just move guys onto it and kill my shit. But then it's whether or not those guys live is the question. So yeah, so actually we need to do priority, because this will change things.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Right here.
6.
3. I presume you're going. All right. So we'll come back at the end of his hero movement phases. All right. It's end of Gammie's turn 3.
Yeah.
What have you done?
Interesting turn so far. So hero phase, I generated another CP, so I'm sitting on 4 at the moment. For dancing, so I've got 2 extra. I've then made a really tough decision actually. So after more thought on the drops, on where the pieces have dropped, it's really not great. You know, having models there, it's just a perfect drop, but that's okay. So it's kind of forced my hand on what I've had to do. So I've made some sacrifices on damage output, made a decision to reposition. So I've pretty much moved every single person here.
So he's retreated both of these. So there's one unit here and
So
the
there's
second
that unit
here.
facing backwards. So they were the unit that were in contact
with
there.
the
They rolled
PG.
6 for their run, so they managed to kind of loop in behind and
Yeah.
stay 3 out there. These guys here bailed out of combat to kind of swarm that objective. The Wergog Prophet, he did not cast any spells, so Simon has dispelled both of those.
Yeah. So what did you do? Mystic Shield.
It was an attempt at Fireball onto these guys.
Fireball
and
and then
then
Mystic
a
Shield.
+1 to hit.
+1 to
I
hit.
was aiming for. So
and I
it would've
beat
been
both of
nice
them
on those guys.
on the
So-
exact number that I needed.
Yeah, exactly what they needed. So,
Yeah.
then what I've done is I've moved these guys up. So it was a decision of whether or not I try and claim this objective. But what I'm trying to do, these guys do get a +2 to charge from their musician. So I'm trying to go for a big play here. Try and swarm the back objective, get enough in range. He's got 3 of the gun haul, or 3 of the dudes plus his.
And the Ordinator's out. So it's literally 3 of them plus the handgunners.
Yeah. So it's all kind of holding out on this one. So let's do the dice roll, shall we? We'll do a charge.
All right, let's do it right now.
So we'll do +2 to charge from the drummer. We'll see what we get. So that is a 12-inch charge.
I don't think he'll be re-rolling that one.
I think
so
that is A-okay.
we'll come back at the end of the combat phase. These guys are in. All right, this is where we stand now. Obviously, these guys got in and onto the objective. But
yeah, lost 4 guys to the Overwatch from the handgunners, and also the D3 mortal wounds from the
he did
gun as well.
3 wounds on his drop bombs.
Yeah. And then needing Battle Shock, hoping to roll anything but a 1, and Simon rolled a 1.
Yep.
So that ties up that objective.
So I'm leadership
Therefore-
6, and I lost 6 guys in combat because I shot them down so that they lost +1 attack each.
Yep.
So they were hitting. How many attacks did you have?
24 in the end. So
24.
4s and 4s, and 6.
So 6
down.
were, so basically average, but then my Battle Shock saved them because I spent my CP, which was dumb last turn anyway. So that's where we stand. So I still retain this objective because I've got 3 handgunners plus 3 rockets, and he's got 6 spear boys.
Yeah.
So for this turn, you get 3 victory points.
Yeah. Yeah.
And go to 5.
5. Yep.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's it. See how we go.
All right, let's go to my turn 3. All right, so my turn 3 hero phase. I got 2 more command points, which is nice, so I have 3. But he tried to cast Aura of Glory and failed, which would have been nice because everything would have had +1 attack, but it no longer does. The Phoenix Guard moved across there to basically get into the shooty boys. Both my characters moved up. This rocket was engaged, so he had to retreat. The other 2 are fine. The Shadow Warriors have come out of their cover. They're just going to shoot some stuff. And then the gun hauler flew high onto the objective. So, depending on what happens in the middle, I may score this turn, but I might not. So we'll just have to see how it goes. We'll come back after the shooting phase. Because I feel like the shooting phase, again, is going to be pretty clutch.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Oh, I think it's that. There was all my play on there, and it's just boned me. So it's all pretty downhill from here. But the shooting's just too much damage output to keep up with, and losing all my heroes in pretty much one turn is really tough. So
this
he's not
guy's
going to survive this time, I don't think.
Well,
he'll try. But
I'm gonna throw everything I can into him.
Yeah.
He's currently got Lookout Sir because of this unit.
Yeah.
Only one of the gun haulers can shoot him, and that doesn't have any bonuses to hit. And then it's going to be 2 rockets, and the Hurricanum is going to be what's shooting him. So we'll see if he's alive at the end of it.
Yeah.
And then these guys, I think a couple of them within 18 inches, so they might just ping off a couple of wounds.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
We will come back at the end of the shooting phase and prior to the charge phase.
Yar.
All right, so end of my turn 3 shooting phase. You can obviously see that we're missing a Wergog Prophet there. Is that what he is?
He is. Wergog Prophet.
Wergog Prophet, there we go. So basically, we put 7 of these guys into him. They did the last 2 wounds.
Yeah.
This guy did a few shots into him and did a couple of wounds, but then the Hurricanum just went bang and killed him.
Yeah.
So this guy... Your propeller's falling off, mate. This guy's no longer engaged, so he's probably going to charge something over here. The Phoenix Guard are going to charge something over here. My characters are probably going to charge into these guys as well, because why the fuck not?
Yeah.
And that's going to be my turn 3. It's getting to the pointy end of the game now. At the end of this turn, I'm definitely going to get that one, and I'm definitely going to get this one. and depends if I get the middle one. So we'll come back at the end of the combat phase.
Yep.
All right, so we'll come back at the end of my turn 3. This was basically the turn where I broke the camel's back with the final straw. I don't think final straw really. It was basically like a cinder block, right?
Bulk straws, yeah. I think it's about a carton worth of straws.
Yeah.
That's right.
So we charged in here, killed 11 of them. They killed one guy back, but then ran to battle shock. So there's 2 guys left there.
Yep.
And then over here, we killed the Lordinator, and the Anointed went into these guys, plus the handgunners. I should see if that handgunner guy runs. So he lost 2. There you go, he runs.
Yeah. Cool.
So the handgunners are gone, but because of the battle shock, I've got 3 guys on this objective plus those 2, so I've got 5. He's got 3, and so this turn I get 9 victory points.
Yep.
And I go to 11. But then after this turn, he's got literally 6 models left.
Yeah, so we called it because it's just not kosher. That's
No.
right. It's the dice rolls definitely for the saves this game. They really hurt, but that's right. It's, we play dice games for a reason.
Exactly, to roll dice.
It's good.
Yeah, so these guys getting it, even if they got that objective last turn, it was mostly because they didn't kill the handgunners. That was the big thing.
That was the big thing, yeah.
Yep.
They went for the play to try and get me 6 points, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. In hindsight, is it better to go this way? Probably, but the shooting's just, it's just too much to try and deal with the long-range shooting. The rockets are too solid, mortal wounds from everything. It's, Phoenix Guard probably should have been dead, a turn earlier, but tying them up with the gun haulers with the combat and everything, it's some good plays, and it's just the way the dice works.
Yeah. He's talking about essentially if you put a gun hauler at one end of the unit and you put Phoenix Guard at the other end, you can't pile in to maximise number of models hitting them. Basically, is how it works.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll call it there.
Yeah, it was a good game. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Gammie. Thanks very much. We'll see you guys next time.